brain rot. Hello guys, this is Yinka here. Welcome to my channel, Yinka's Edibles. What we'll be doing today is we're going to be making our a sauce for our popular Nigerian jollof rice, and I'm going to teach us a very fast and an easy way to make a sauce for our Nigerian jollof rice. And like I said, most of my videos, I'm going to be teaching us how to make our food a little bit faster, so we can save on our bills, on our power bill, on our NEPA bill, on whatever bills we have to pay. So what we'll be needing for the sauce for Nigerian jollof rice is our bell pepper here, oil for just the sauce, like I said, oil, curry, thyme, salt to taste, Maggi. This is optional. This is going to make it spicy. It's going to make it hot. It's going to make it pepperish. So if you don't want it spicy, you don't want it hot, you don't want it spicy, don't use this. And like I said in all my videos, if I'm cooking for a party, a wedding, birthday party, whatever event, that I don't know the people that are coming for the party, who they are, I don't add spicy at all to my food, because it's not everybody that eats spicy. So if I'm cooking for a large crowd, I don't put spicy. If I'm not cooking for my family or my visitor that I know, I don't add spicy at all. And this is 2 large onions, and we'll be needing, in Nigeria it's called tin tomatoes. Here I use tomato paste. There is tomato sauce, there is crushed tomatoes, but I use tomato paste, because tomato paste is thicker. The other ones are watery, but this one is what I use. So that is all what we need for. And this sauce is not just only good for our jollof rice. You can use it for your pasta, that is spaghetti or macaroni, or it's a very good sauce that is fast. I always have it in my freezer, so my family doesn't have to wait long for any meal to be cooked. I can just take it out and use it for any kind of food I want to use it for porridge, potato porridge, yam porridge, and every other thing is very good for it, but I use it majorly for my jollof rice. So let's get to work. So now I will wash my bell pepper. I have 8 large bell pepper here, so I will wash it first before cutting it. When I'm washing it, I just break it a little bit, because I will be blending it in. I'll be blending it in a blender, so I need to break them up a little bit. And I'm done washing, so we proceed to blending this. Okay, I have to wash this too. The habanero pepper is spicy, like I said. I'll be using it too. The onions, 2 large onions, washed, and they are cut up already, so we'll be needing that too. So like I said, I told you I was going to teach us a way, and this is a method that I discovered. Instead of using water to blend the pepper, I use oil to blend it. And why do I use oil to blend it? So I don't have to add too much water. At the end of the day, I will leave it on the stove to boil, for the water to dry up. So when you use oil, it helps you to use, for your pepper not to stay too much on the stove. So this is a cup of oil, and I just put in all the things I want to blend, and I'm blending it. It's going to be smooth. So I just cut them up and I blend a little at a time. And you can also use in case you want to use palm oil to do your cooking, you can also use palm oil to blend instead of using water to blend. You can use palm oil to blend, and I've tried this. It tastes very nice, just exactly the same. It doesn't change the taste of your food. You blend with the oil. So I'll be blending a little at a time. And this is going to be noisy. So let's start blending. You give it a little shake. All you consume, or how much you are blending, that is what determines how much oil you're going to have. Like you see it's blending. I did not add any water at all. And like you can notice, I did not also use tomatoes. Why I did not use tomatoes is because myself, I believe tomatoes have too much water, and I try to reduce the water I'm using. I don't want my food to stay too much on the stove. That is why I did not add tomatoes to it. But if you like tomatoes and you want to add it to it, that is fine by you. But I hardly use tomatoes to cook, because I believe everything you want in the tomatoes you can get in this too, and in your onion. So I don't add tomatoes. Sometimes I do, but I hardly add tomatoes for my cooking. So you just you start with just a little, then you keep adding as much as your blender can take. So and our pepper is ready. And look at that, smooth, no water added, and it's ready to go on the stove. So I'll turn off the stove. I'm going to boil it a little bit, because it doesn't really have so much water, so you don't have to boil and boil and boil for the water to evaporate, for the pepper to dry. So I'm just going to, then if you have a lot, like I still have some to blend, so I'm not going to empty all what is in the container in the pan. I'm just going to empty, so I will leave some more in there, so I can use whatever I have in here to blend what I have left. So I don't have to add additional oil if I don't need any more oil, and I don't have to add any more oil if I don't need any more oil. So that is good. So I'll just blend. That is boiling, so I'll blend the second part that I have here. No water added. Isn't that wow? No water added. So I discovered that in the way, because I cook a lot. So I discovered that when I was trying to make food for some people, I'm like, oh my God, I have too much water in this food. What do I do? So I just said, the idea just came to me. Don't blend with water, just blend with something you're going to be using to cook. So that was how I found that. And that should be good enough. And look at it, I did not add any water to it, and that is ready. So I'm going to add it to the first one. It's just 1 cup of oil, and if you need more oil, you can always add more oil into it. You can always add more oil in it. So I'll just leave it to boil, then I'll add the other ingredients in it. So give it time, let's say 10 to 15 minutes.
Do you want to address
You just boil it for a little while. Our sauce is ready for other ingredients to be added to it. And this is our sauce for our jollof rice. Our sauce is almost ready. This is, and I'm going to be adding the Maggi first so I can crush it inside. Crush, crush, crush. And I'm using 4 Maggi cubes and 2 nut chicken. And if you don't want to use that much for your sauce, you don't have to. Depends on how much Maggi you are eating. And I'll be putting everything, the measurement and everything I use is going to be on the description bar below this video, so you can either choose to go with as much salt and as much Maggi that I'm using, or you can choose to reduce or add to yours. It depends on your taste. Excuse me. And all the Maggi is inside. Then I will add salt to taste. It depends on how much salt you consume. The tomato paste, and like I said, Nigeria you use either the Rica tomato. What other tomato do you have in Nigeria? I can't remember, but it's called tin tomatoes in general. So whatever tin tomatoes you want to use is good. So this is, I'm adding my tomato paste. And when it starts boiling, when you think you need a little more oil, you can always add more oil to it, as much as you want. But you don't really have to add too much oil to it, because you are still going to add oil to your jollof rice. So you don't really have to add too much oil or make it too oily, because whatever you want to use it for, either your pasta, spaghetti, your jollof rice, you are still going to add oil to it. So you don't have to have too much oil in it. And at this point I will add my curry and my thyme, and if you have any other thing you want to add to it, like bay leaf or any other thing for your jollof rice, that's okay. I'm just going to add because I still want the taste of the curry and the thyme to be strong, so I did not add it from the beginning, so it doesn't go with the boiling of the pepper. So that is our thyme in it, and it doesn't have to cook for a long time, just like 3 to 5 minutes is good, and our sauce will be ready. And this is the curry. And the curry and the thyme too, you don't have to add it if you don't want to. It's just to add to the flavor of your sauce. But if you like curry and thyme, you can add it to it. So we're just going to leave it on a low heat for 2 minutes, so the curry and the thyme will go, the flavor will go in the sauce. Then we'll store it away and we're good to go. This sauce is so good that some people ask me for it all the time, and they call me, do you have that your sauce? Can you please give me some? I want to make jollof rice. And I just this sauce, look at our sauce, is ready, and this sauce is a lifesaver. Honestly, people call me to ask me for this sauce. Yinka, do you have that your sauce? Please, can I have some? It helps you, makes your food fast. You have it in your freezer, you just bring it out and you use it for your jollof rice, your spaghetti, your macaroni, whatever you want to cook. You add it to it and you're good to go. So I'm going to turn, and our sauce is ready and you're good to go. So this is what I do. I just get my container. You can get smaller containers, maybe a smaller portion that you can just take one and use per time, but I just put mine in a big store away. And my sauce is ready. I'm just going to let it cool down and I will store it away, and that's it. Thank you so much for watching my video. Thank you for subscribing, for those of you that have subscribed. Thank you for liking the video, and if you are yet to subscribe, please subscribe to my video. You get a lot of we'll be bringing out a lot of videos every week, so please subscribe and please press the notification button. The video and all what we use will be in the description bar below. Thank you and have a wonderful day. Love you.